So it stays level at 1.
Ah, good. Never mind it. Sorry about thing. My has can player the soccer team. Truly sorry. That was a bad idea saying that.
Cigars gets a piece. Quincy Amarikwa trying to protect the ball. Then low center of gravity, showing the fight along the near touch.
Can't believe I said some bad stuff.
Let's see this again. Look,
Team.
Gilberto's just trying to get the ball. Bakary Soumare wants Sean Johnson to come out and give him a hand, I think. And in the end, Gilberto just gets a toe on it. Through the legs of Bakary Soumare. Yes, there was pressure from behind. But Gilberto has every right to go for that ball. And it was a combination.
Lucky I apologized sooner, but I didn't even know that was a 1-1 game now. They couldn't have just announced it, but the referees had to take time.
Jackson testing
Oh,
Cigars.
crap. Oh, crap. Crap.
Able to maneuver through. Jeff Berenowitz was there to deal
Crap.
with
Crap.
it. Comes down to blue.
Oh, yeah.
Gives it a quick hit. Johnson was ready.
Shit.
You see the
If he scored, it would have been 2-1 for Toronto
The
FC.
impending danger. He just gets
Still a
rid
draw
of it.
game, though. Still not happy with that team doesn't start winning. Or this team needs to check their attitude a little bit to start.
Jackson again, nice and through.
Oh, thank Sean Johnson protected that. Good save, man. Good save.
Gilberto gets enough of it, but Sean Johnson.
And this game soon, but I'm not taking any more of this bullshit. A draw game. I hate these draw games. It's too much. Way too much of a draw game for this team. Could be like a curse to the Fire team for whatever they done wrong. Hopefully we get a new coach soon. I don't like the coach we have right now.
Chicago Fire.
He's okay, I guess, but he needed to change his attitude a little more, work more harder with this team, try to put more bigger lines up there, not smaller lines of teams that don't know how to score that much.
Chicago Fire ends in the third consecutive draw between these two sides. Michael Bradley not happy with that late decision.
Michael Bradley has a point.
Third draw, huh?
Let's see this one more time. Jeff Berenowitz gets
Oh, if
back.
it
Bakary Soumare comes
it
across.
becomes,
Good skill from
if it
Gilberto
dare
now.
becomes 2-1, I'm gonna be angry.
Sean Johnson to come out
And blow my temper if it does.
under serious pressure from Gilberto.
See what this rule is.
I'm not so sure it's enough to call a free. If that was, let me ask you this, if that was in any other area of the field,
Well, look like the arguments are keeping up still against the referee and every player on every team now. But it's a draw game, though. Because if it was 2-1, I would have been angry. I would have been totally angry.
The match, man of this match, Lavelle Palmer, opens up his goal scoring
Yay!
and applauds the supporters.
Yes, I picked him for the man of the match on my phone. Yes, it works finally. I get one right.
the Chicago Fire, I called it a
Awesome.
match started, and I'll stand by that. Because right now, the Chicago Fire are looking at results elsewhere as well. Yes, you'll see late goals and other things.
Toronto FC seems to have a bit of an argument. Good have the argument. They're going to fuck themselves with this draw. Third time draw. Very funny. These two teams could be arch enemies next season. Totally, if they're going to keep up this draw charade games. They're not going to get nowhere in life. These two teams with draws. It's too much draws. So they need to start winning. And their coach, I hope he leaves and hopefully we get a new coach. I don't like what this coach is keeping up to the draw games now.
That man, Joe Bendick.
He's okay though, I guess.
In a match that things can turn in a hurry. It looked like the Chicago Fire, they're on their way to a 2-0 lead. Through the great work of young Grant Ward earning the penalty. Bendick clips him down, but then Bendick saves his own bacon.
Yeah, Bendick studied the penalties of Jeff Berenowitz.
Oh, it could have been 2-1 if he just tried to go in a different area to score.
We toss it over to Danielle Slayton, who's joined by Quincy Amarikwa.
Hey Quincy, brutal to give up that late goal, but you guys certainly created opportunities. You had a bunch of them. how did you got to take some measure of confidence from creating those opportunities despite ending up at the 1-1 draw?
Well, creating's all right, but we need to put them away. I had two that I should have buried, and we would have done that. It wouldn't matter if they score one at the end.
So where do you go from here? How do you regroup and get ready for the next match?
I mean, that's what we have to do. It's our job to get prepared for the next game. And
be prepared. You need to be more than prepared. You need to be strong. Have you learned nothing from these draw games, Quincy? I mean, I trust you entirely to win this game with your team, but you need to start beating them. Then get to the playoffs. You guys don't get over the next season, but come on, first out these attitudes of drawing games. They get boring once in a while. I know fans will agree. The Chicago be true about the fire against us. Long, too much fighting down. Games drawn 1-1.